Hey, I'm Lucy Hale from ABC Family's Pretty Little Liars, and I've teamed up with Abercrombie & Fitch to help spread the word about the importance of bullying prevention. I am so proud to be an ally and help support this amazing cause. It's putting other people down to help you feel better about yourself. It's a serious issue. I think that we've seen in the news in the past couple of years what it's done to kids and how detrimental it can be even as they grow up. I think that it's something that shouldn't be taken lightly and should definitely be communicated in schools, and I think that students should take responsibility. Cyberbullying to me is the scariest form of bullying, in my opinion, because being behind a computer and being anonymous gives you this fake kind of power and allows you to say things to anyone without even being seen. I grew up in Tennessee. I went to middle school and was always a little different. And I think that, when you're young and as a kid, it's cooler to fit the mold. And I always was a little left of center. So purely for that fact, I didn't have a lot of friends and I was kind of excluded. The things I felt when I was being bullied, a lot of confusion, felt really alone, hurt, obviously, and really made me question my self-worth. I've even experienced people join in on the bully, and purely because they don't want to be the odd one out. And so that probably happens more times than not, unfortunately. A world in what I do, it's very dog eat dog, and so it really affected me as an adult, and it still kind of affects me, and I often would question, like, what am I doing wrong? Like, it was a lot of just not really understanding what was going on or why I deserved to be treated like that. I have a really wonderful family. My mom is amazing. She always taught me to just take the high road, and when in doubt, kill them with kindness. That's been like my motto in life, is just be nice and watch how they react, because it's really interesting to be nice to someone who's really, tormenting you. I think the worst thing that teens can do is not stick up for the person. I think that the target, all they need at the time is a little love and a little support, so not doing that is probably the worst thing that you could do. You can always go to your other peers, to your teachers, whoever it is, and sort of explain the situation, because usually the target doesn't feel strong enough to do that themselves. Well, if I saw a friend bullying someone, I'm comfortable enough with myself now and have enough strength and confidence to go to this friend, no matter how close we were, and tell them to just get a grip and stop and quit it, because it's not cool. Simple as that. For me, being a leader is standing up for what's right and brings people together and hopefully gets people to follow what they're doing and sets a really, really good example. And I think that all it takes is one person. I know in my situation, all I needed was one person to let me know that they were there and that I wasn't alone and that they understood and that they weren't judging the situation. And it can actually be a really beautiful cycle if people can just get on board with it. I've experienced it, and I've always, taken up for that person. And so, if I can be a leader in the sense of inspiring someone to do the same, then yeah, absolutely. To me, it means being there for someone. It's pretty plain and simple, but it's simply being there, helping them, offering support, a shoulder to cry on, an ear to listen, just being that strength when that person can't necessarily give that. Show your support for Anti-Bullying Month by being an ally.